All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BASHIM, Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And I'm not sure what I'm going to title this lesson through Spirit, but basically just going to get into how easy and vulnerable America is to cyber attacks, and really anywhere around the world. All right, is subject to these cyber attacks because of how today basically everything is computers. Hence why cyber attack, meaning attack over the internet. Everything that's electronic now today is most likely connected to the internet somehow or some way. So, not too long ago, maybe late 90s, a car was a car, an oven was an oven. But now today you have cars connected to the internet. You have even ovens and then microwaves or whatever, or refrigerators connected to the internet, and that just leaves gateways for hackers to hack into these computer systems and take advantage. And, for basically a hacker's job is to find vulnerabilities in a computer system. They try to find what they call backdoors or open gates. Basically, any way they can get into the computer system. So they can hack through. They can hack in, for example, a car. So again, now how today everything is electronic. A car is not so much a car anymore. You have a gas pedal, and the pedal is no longer connected by a mechanism. It's used with actuators that tell the computer to give the car throttle. So that being said, that means it can be hacked into because it's a computer function, and it has codes that can be cracked into. So to get into a car, there's constant examples. But the prime example was, I think it's in 2005, there was a Jeep Cherokee that these security researchers have hacked into, and they were able to get in through the vehicle's internet-connected entertainment system, and they were able to turn the air conditioner on, turn the radio on, turn the wipers on, even turn off the car. All right, obviously they weren't trying to kill the dude, but they could easily tap the brakes, or they could took control of the steering wheel again, because even the steering wheel, is electronic steering. So the way they hacked into it was they hacked in through the diagnostic port, or the DVD player, or the OnStar navigation system, or even the computer that's in the tires. All right, and this is same goes for airplanes. Because of these airplanes are connected basically on the grid, they can be hacked into their entertainment system also, and also the air-to-ground communication systems, and they can take control of the hydraulic, the thing that controls the planes, the hydraulics, how it can turn left and right and go up and down. Hackers can take control of that, all right, and take control miles and miles away, and here you have this animation. America's vulnerable on all four corners of the earth because a cyber attack can come from anywhere, and at the drop of a dime. Because the speeds that these things travel is very, very fast, faster than any bomb or any bullet. These things travel very, very fast. And speaking, getting on the point of these things, a power grid. Because one of the big we can say hot topics now is the most realistic. Well, I won't say realistic, but the next attack for America is not going to be like 9/11. It's going to be a cyber attack, and specifically is going to attack its power grid, because its power grid is attached or on the grid, meaning it's connected to the internet. So it's able to be hacked into. And an example was in Western Ukraine. There was Well, in 2006, there was these hackers remotely detonated a cyber weapon called, it was a crash override at a high voltage power substation, and they shut it down. And with that, when that attack happened, it caused a blackout, and it was it completely wiped off the power grid. And they found a backdoor, via these malware backdoor things that they have, and they remotely turned off the computers of the system to turn off the power grid. And I think there's a video on the internet, but yeah, but the technicians that were at the power station, they were able to manually go offline and turn on the power. But just an example how these U.S. power grids, who knows that they have technicians that are even able to turn the thing on manually, because most people don't know how to even do stuff like that. But they can keep, but the thing is, they can keep continually doing it over and over again. They can shut it down for weeks, months, however long or severity the attack is, and that could mean a lot of death for a lot of people, because so many things rely on electronic power. All right, your water pumps, your electricity, everything relies on electricity, all right, to be on the grid. Okay, and these attacks again can come from anywhere. And that's just one example, of these things that will be very destructive to wherever it is hit. All right, especially the big cities. Okay. But another thing that can besides cyber attacks would be, well, it's still a cyber attack, but how things like pestilence can be spread because of bioprinters. Bioprinters are still kind of a new thing, but meaning newly to the public. But this is how Esau creates these diseases and these viruses via bioprinters. So, these bioprinters have the potential to have customized viruses to attack, millions. All right, cancers, illnesses, okay, and by these automated printers, these automated equipment, these bioprinters, and hackers can remotely access, the proper printing instructions, and get into a bioprinter and print killer viruses. They could cause it and force the printer to print loads of it. All right, and enforce it even in smaller batches. And that virus, if it spreads enough, could can kill millions. It could be a worldwide pandemic. All right, this is how one of these ways Esau is going to spread his terror, because he knows this. And when I say hackers is anybody. It could be your own nation, and very well, Esau is behind all this stuff because he funds both sides. But that's another way of how basically these are just the instruments of YAHAWASHI. He has built up these nations, to fulfill his indignation. And it's just. And that's why scriptures say the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. A cyber attack can happen at the drop of a dime, a snap of a finger. Before you know it, you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know how it came from. It's just there. And that's scriptural. Okay, that's in Isaiah the 47th chapter. It shall be evil, and thou shalt not know where it comes from. Roughly paraphrasing. And now you're not gonna be able to put this evil off, because great evil is upon the face of the earth. Okay, and this information is out there. This stuff that I'm speaking on, it comes from a book. It's called "Click Here to Kill Everybody." So, and if everything is connected to the computers, what more nuclear missiles? Okay, because these are electronic. Everything is electronic. These. I'm not sure the specific word. You say diffuser or whatever you want to call it. The thing that actuates, an actuator, that says for the nuclear missiles to take lift off, It's at what, of a push of a button. It's not literally someone going over and pulling a lever, and saying, all right, go turn this, literally, and make and push the missile out the silo. No, it's a button, and it's electronically signaled to, okay, take this missile out of the silo and go shoot it off to wherever it needs to go. Okay, so these are the instruments of YAHAWASHI to humble this world, all right, and to punish the wicked and punish the evil for their wicked deeds, all right. And it's going to be on a grand scale. Nobody is safe. Okay, yes, Babylon the Great is the example of the ungodly nation, all right, and it's going to be greatly punished. But the rest of the world is not exempt also from this punishment. From all four corners of the earth, all right, all the unrighteous are going to be punished via pestilence, via nuclear missiles, via whatever manner of destruction you can imagine. Okay, hey, you watch movies like The Walking Dead. All right, Esau has things, again, with these bioprinters, or he has these things he sprays off the airplanes from chemtrails, can have everybody just going crazy and turning into zombies, literally. All right, there are diseases out there that turns you into a zombie, and don't think Esau doesn't know about these things. He will, because of his wickedness, he will gladly drop this off at your friendly neighborhood and have everybody eating each other. Okay, again, because everything is computers, your ATMs. Okay, when there's no power, you can't get no money out the ATM. Okay, when there's no power, you can't open certain doors. Okay, all these switches can be turned off or hacked into at will. Okay, yes, there's things for defense, but it's mediocre at best. All right, they're lousy attempts. Really, you're just showing how vulnerable so-called America is. That all this military might, what's it going to do against a cyber attack? Again, there's branches of the military to stop these things. Okay, but this is above them. Okay, this is how the day of the Lord shall be darkness. All right, a blackout. All right, how these things like these terrible diseases, and we'll just put it all together, pestilence come. All right, and what more than animals? Because animals, they're going to feel that too. All right, animals are going to be in the street acting like zombies, okay, and devouring people. All right, the beasts of the field. Okay, and speaking on this technology, this is also getting into that mark of the beast. And how everything is smart, quote unquote smart, and smart meaning basically is connected to the internet. That's all that means. The prefix smart literally just means connected to the internet. It's able to collect, use, and communicate data to operate. So a smart television, okay, is able to receive information via the internet. Okay, it's active. Okay, and then that's how eventually these smart devices are going to be embedded in our bodies. All right, well, that's Esau's heart's desire. All right, so have everybody turn into literal computers. But in the beginning is that mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, which is spoken of in the Bible. Okay, they already have smart pills. They have smart contact lenses. Okay, merging computer and man. That's Esau's heart's desire. All right, that's his enterprise, this new world order, having everybody connected to the grid. That's how he's going to be God, having everybody connected to the internet. Everything, trade, communication, everything, thoughts. All right, we already have smart homes, smart virtual assistants like Alexa. All right, it's in your workplace. You have smart cameras, everything. Okay. This is that's why this is what Esau's devices. Second Corinthians, the second chapter, the 11th verse. Lest Satan get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, this is it's a device of the wicked. Okay, and the wicked, which is the Most High sword. Okay, this is how our 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed, and the rest of the number of the heathen. Okay. That's why the slain of the Lord shall be many. A lot of people are going to die. Okay, because the things you thought were so good for you are going to be to your demise. All this iPhone 27, whatever you want to call it. Okay, all these new technologies are setting you up, all right, for the okie-doke to be destroyed. Because that's Esau. He front loads. He shows you all these benefits and whatever you want to call it, but he'll never tell you the downside. All right, the benefits always outweigh the negatives, But that's Esau don't promote, or he doesn't show the whole truth. He gives you something and he makes you addicted to it, and that shows you his witchcraft and really the power that's in his hands, because he is the wicked and he is in rule. You know, and these technologies have swiftly taken over in the last decade. All right, this place is being accelerated, and you know, everything is attached to a computer. All right, and that's why Elon Musk says we are literally, we're already connected to our phones or to the internet or to the computer. All right, he already called us humanoids or cyborgs. All right, this is Esau's plan, you know, and this is his heart's desire. But like the scriptures say, the Most High disappointed the enterprises of the wicked. So when it comes to security, this place is a open gate on this unwalled city. You know, and it's because of the internet. That's why it's unwalled. The Internet of Things. You know, the power grid. That's why people say I'm going off the grid. You know, your bank transactions, your purchase, your bank transactions, whatever, your phone calls, you know, cameras being put on you, that's being put on the grid, meaning connected to the internet. But it's being more and more pushed away that, you know, it's me being more pushed away your personal freedoms. You know, security has ruined what's the word? I can't think of it right now, you know, but basically your personal space. You know, everything and people willingly put themselves on the internet. They have Snapchat, they have Instagram, they have Facebook, YouTube, you know, whatever, any type of social media, you know, using it for the wrong reasons. All right, because this is that careless city. But right beneath your feet, you know, evils is growing. And again, it takes just a moment for these things to be taken into action. Okay. And that day is fastly approaching. Okay. So, you know, before I keep rambling on, get some scriptures and basically close out this lesson, because that was just the point to get into some Esau's devices. That's, you know, just like Psalms 10th chapter says, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. You know, because of the internet is why it's going to be so easy to destroy this place. All right, so I'm gonna start here in Isaiah the 2nd chapter and start at the 10th verse. Enter into the rock. All right, and that rock is YAHAWASHI. And hide thee in the dust for the fear of the Lord Yahweh, and for the glory of his majesty. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down. And the Lord Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day. All right, because every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. This is 12. For the day of the Lord Yahweh of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, he shall be brought low. Okay. So, just like scripture say, all the proud are going to be humbled. You know, and though the prosperity of the wicked, you know, it flourishes, so to say, but it's going to only be for a moment. So just getting into the times that we're heading into. All right, the Most High is getting ready to really clean this place up. All right, give it a reality check, because this place has long been overdue for judgment. Well, really, I won't say long overdue. It's all for an appointed time. All right, but this place should have been destroyed a long time ago. All right, just like scriptures say, it'd be more tolerable for you to be in Sodom and Gomorrah in that day of judgment than it shall be here in so-called Babylon the Great, or wherever the four corners of the earth the destruction may fall upon. Because people in this doest thou wilt, you know, walking around like ain't nothing's going to happen to them. Okay, that goes into where the wicked say, I shall not be in adversity, I shall not be moved, I shall not know the loss of children. That's why scriptures say, in one day, and really 1 hour, these things shall fall upon thee, because of that proud city, because of the proudness of the city, the proudness of this world. And they're all going to be brought low. Like when 9/11 said that was the day the earth stood still. You have no idea about the judgment of YAHAWASHI. All right, the earth shall be shaken, the heavens shall be shaken. Okay, and the nations shall be shaken. All the world is going to stand still when YAHAWASHI returns. Okay, so I'm going to close out here in Psalm 37 and start at verse 7. Rest in the Lord Yahweh, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his ways. Exactly. Because of the men who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Okay. These things are wicked devices. All right. And that's why, again, in Psalms 10th chapter, let them be taken into the devices that they have imagined. All right. Making a nuclear missile, thinking that it's going to help you in world dominance, when it's really going to be the instrument of your demise. Same way as these cyber attacks. Okay. America's infrastructure is terrible, and it's for a reason. It's not on accident. All this money and influence, and they can't fix their infrastructure, meaning their home territory. And that just shows you how much these elites don't care about you, so-called Americans. And you're gonna find out in that day that the government was never for you. Government literally means what? Oppression. If I'm not mistaken, to that extent. All right, govern. You're the people that have been set up to run this country have only been pawns. The real people who run this world are not seen. What more YAHAWASHI? Okay, but finishing off. These we don't fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his ways, the wicked. And because of man who bringeth wicked devices to pass, all right, and these nuclear missiles, the RFID chip, okay, your car, which can be hacked into, all right, whatever the case may be, your computer, okay, even the phone that I'm recording on, I'm being listened to, all right, by the I can't remember, whatever government agency, it doesn't matter, okay, feds, just call them like that. All right. Continuing. It's 8. Cease from anger. Okay, cease from anger. That's why the scriptures say, be angry but sin not. Oppression maketh the wise man mad, but you're supposed to wait upon the Lord YAHAWASHI. Continuing, and forsake wrath. Exactly. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. All right, don't be joining hand in hand with the wicked. All right, because their time is going to come. This is 9. When we close out here. For evil doers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord YAHAWASHI, they shall inherit the earth. All right, because this world is getting ready to be destroyed. All right, forget what Esau's talking about, a global reset. All right, the earth is about to be set and restored. All right, because the righteous are about to bear rule. Okay, and all the wicked shall be burnt up. All right, and they shall all have their part in the lake which burneth with fire. And whatever else manner of destruction, okay, that the nuclear missiles are just a cherry on top. There shall be many fires kindled before the return of YAHAWASHI. Okay, and these are these many fires that are going to be kindled. All right, these cyber attacks. All right, Russia, America, wherever else you have these quote unquote hackers. Okay, because it's free game. All right, that unwalled city. All right, but yep, those one is edifying. As always, want to give all praise to YAHAWASHI, Bashem Makakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. Shalom.